Here's the work that they've done. They were here for just about 2.5 hours, I believe, something like that. We decided to go ahead and go with the seamless. I think those are going to last a lot longer. Yeah, they are a little more expensive, but you know, they should last us for decades. With it just being one continuous stream, you know, across like that, um, you know, there's not much to it. So I'm hoping that they'll last for quite a while. Letting some professionals come in and do it, I think, was the best way to go, because I'd be up there forever, and then trying to get um, you know, some help, or Kim to try to help me, it'd be a lot more difficult. Try to lift up those pieces. So what we've got is now the rain will fall on the roof, go into the gutters there, come down, come into this little downspout, come down into this PVC pipe that we have here that goes underground, which connects here to this PVC pipe and then runs out right here. Later on, I will extend this out to come over this way and be part of our rain catchment system. The PVC pipe was actually probably the cheapest part of it. Each stick that I have here, 10-foot stick, is about $10. So I think I had about $200 invested. Well, not even that much. Probably about $100 invested in the PVC pipe, and it's all the connectors and stuff that's a little more expensive, like the T's and the Y's and the little adapters here. The downspout adapters, they were kind of expensive too, because those aren't you know, those aren't manufactured as much. In other words, they're not mass produced, or it's harder to find in Lowe's, stuff like that. So those are usually a little more expensive, and paid quite a bit for them. I hope they're pretty decent quality. If I have to, I could always replace them if I see that in so many years that they're not working out very well. Also, our deck should come up to about here, which will cover most of this here. So I mean, it'll still be out in the weather, but it won't have to deal as much with the heat and the sun, which the sun is usually what deteriorates that stuff, at least the cheaper stuff. And hopefully we'll probably find out in a few years if this is the cheaper stuff or not, once it's been out in the sun for a while. There we go. What kind of gets me is this one's a little higher, it looks like, on the roof, because the whatever you call it, I forgot what that's called, seems to be sticking down a little bit, where here it's almost running flush. Same thing over there. So it looks like on the first house here, they butted that up closer to the roof, maybe. There may be a reason why they did that, I don't know. Really have no idea. And on the others, it seems to be a little more flush. I'll walk around to the other side, since we got the internal side of it, and see what they did with these. Yeah, it looks like this one, they also have it up a couple inches from the bottom, which is okay. That's not going to hurt anything. I just think it looks nicer being flush with the bottom, actually. And maybe they kind of figured that out as they were working on it. Instead of bringing it back down and putting it back up, they decided to continue. But on this one, though, this one seems to be a little bit higher too. Not real bad, but sticking down an inch or so below. Maybe there's a reason why they had to do that. I don't know. I mean, it seems okay. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. I just noticed that on the other, it was completely flush, and I just kind of like the look of that. But there's nothing wrong with the way this is. So they're calling for rain later on today. Actually, this afternoon, it looks like it's kind of cloudy. So if it rains, I'll kind of run out here and maybe get a little bit of video of it. And this one's actually a little bit below in a few areas, then it seems like it's kind of flat. And I think that's okay. There may be a reason why they did it, and I'm not going to worry about it. I think that's fine. I mean, that's more an aesthetic thing rather than probably a functional or even really the way it looks. I don't even think most people are even going to notice. But I think those gutters just make it look better. I think it looks a lot nicer with that guttering up there like that. But that's me, and maybe some of the stuff we got here will go away. I may get out here with a hose or something and try to clear that off after we get a little bit of rain and see if that'll get off there. And we can start catching some water pretty soon. So one of the things I'll have to start looking at to be able to continue this project for the rain catchment system is first off, I want to extend the backyard some. As you see out there around where my car is in that trailer, it starts sloping down. And that's fine. We want a gradual slope. But what I want to be able to do is take some of this dirt here that's sloping toward the house, which is a bad idea. Take some of this, push it off over to the other side over there and extend the backyard out a little ways. And then I'll extend my pipes out, and then I will connect them somehow, and I'll probably get several buckets or catchment, something to catch the water. And then as we start gardening, we'll be able to take that water, and whenever it's a little drought, whenever we have a drought, or for plants that require a lot more water, or for trees that require a lot more water, be able to water them. So there we go. That's that was kind of costly to do that, but if I was doing it, it would be in it'd be the cheaper PVC stuff that you get at Lowe's, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I'd be up there trying to do it, and it would just look awful. And it's a one-time cost. And Kim and I decided that it was worth the investment. And that definitely keeps us from having to get up there and do that. And right now, I definitely don't want to do that with all the other stuff that I've got going on and things that I need to do. It's just another example of why sometimes it's best just to hire out certain things and let somebody else do it, let a professional do it. Even though it's more than what you'd really like to spend, you go ahead and do that, and you focus on the things that you're better at and work on those things. That's if you've got the money. If you don't have the money, then you just got to do without, or you got to do it yourself. So that's something with the problem that we had here. Kim and I decided we needed to take care of that. And they get 60 inches of rain here a year. So that's about an inch, a little over an inch a week on average. And we just figured, you know what, we got to take care of that. We've got to help. We've got to secure our investment and protect our investment, and not let the houses deteriorate. And so we went ahead and invested in guttering, which a lot of people around here don't do. Up north, a lot of people do invest in guttering, but for some reason down here, most people don't. So I don't know why. Even though they get more rain, they seem to just let it go. But I see it as liquid gold. I mean, catch that stuff, and you can use it. Worst case scenario, you can drink it if you have to. You may have to boil it or whatever, but you probably could drink it if you absolutely had to in a dire situation. Okay, well, that's it. Thank you for viewing.